Good afternoon or late afternoon, and welcome to another episode of Que-stead-Que. What you gonna do? I don't know, but something's gonna grow. Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Que-stead-Que. We will be moving into the house momentarily. There's quite a bit to cover on today. My neurology appointment was on today. It wasn't the best of news, but I just got to deal with what I got to deal with. My prayer is that I don't have to stop gardening, and I don't think that that will happen. I hadn't watered the plants here in the greenhouse in 2 days because of the rain and the cold and everything. And actually everything did quite well. The sunflower started stressing today, so I just got that watered, so he'll come back to life. In fact, the top leaves are already bouncing back, if you can see them, and the sunflowers themselves are looking pretty good, with the exception of the one that has died now. So the cold crops, let's look at those real quick. Oh, the pepper plant, Piper nigrum. This thing is doing me proud. I found another new leaf down here. Let's see. Let me zoom out. Right down here, where my finger is, when I move it, you can barely see it, but it's coming on, and it's hugging the cocoa core. So, and what's the temp in here? We got rain again, which is supposed to be here by Saturday. Okay, it's 80 degrees in here right now. Yesterday we didn't even hit 60 degrees outside. It was horrible, windy and cold. And the day before, y'all saw how that looked. Okay, so I just watered up everything in here. I think the French tarragon might be done, but surprisingly enough, the French tarragon in my bedroom, a little green thing came out, so it's not done with me yet. Okay, the Swiss chard was kind of stressed, but it'll come back. And everything over here, the cabbage, broccoli, and I forget what else I planted over here. And I'm surprised this ground cherry, that's the perennial one, is just now starting to take off, and I don't know how he's gonna do over the winter. Okay, let's make our way out of here. As you can see, I have my scoop buggy walker, which was the one in the car. My walker came today, so you guys will be seeing that momentarily after we look at some of these plants. I gotta set this down so I can get this out. Hold on. Sorry, y'all. And per doctor's orders, no more cane. Walkers all the way, he said. Walker all the way. And I'll tell you more about the appointment. It's a little depressing, but I'm gonna try not to let it get me down that much. Okay, hold on. We're walking across the water holes. Give me a second. We're gonna work from front to back today because I have to go take the walker up the ramp. Okay, I'm gonna harvest on Saturday. I'll have green beans, peppers, and this tomato is ready. It's not gonna get any bigger, so may as well pluck them. I'm gonna get that kohlrabi. I'm not gonna go up on the stage today to look at the tomatoes. We'll look at that later. I should be watering these, but I think they can make it one more day. They're still moist from the rain. And the rain did them good. That zucchini, I have 2 of them in there. But this one is definitely pollinated. So the bees have done me well. And then there's one right behind it. You could probably see it. Okay. Peas haven't bloomed yet, but they're doing pretty good. This squash never did anything. Now, oops, my squash over here is starting to die off, and I hope not, because my patty pan over here is definitely pollinated. There he is. See him? He's growing. And then there's another patty pan right here. Hold on, not that leaf, but right there, there's another patty pan. And then there's another one back there somewhere else that I saw. My summer squash, I don't know about this one at the bottom, but the one at the top is definitely pollinated and growing fiercely. And that's starting to kind of wear off too. But we're gonna keep going. My baby, this is my baby right here. He's doing really, really well. And I'm gonna let it grow as big as it can get. I'm not plucking that off. And here's another new one right here. Wait, let's see. Right there. And then there's some more in there. This thing started off putting out females, which is good. And I haven't even looked at the other patty pans over here. I've got all kind of pepper blooms. Let's see if I got a patty pan in there. Nope, I don't see anything. Now, I had to overlook what I planted pepper-wise. So I know Sherry has the one candy cane pepper. I planted shishito. I planted Jimmy Nardello, boquito, whatever that's called. My friend Rashida gave me that. I planted the paprika, and I believe that's what these red ones are. I planted habanada, which are the mild habanero. I planted nata pino, which is the non-hot jalapeno. I really don't know what's coming on these plants, but they're coming. It's almost time to harvest the Swiss chard again. My green beans back here are just going wild. But I haven't seen any green beans develop yet, but they will. And I'm gonna get a huge flush. I don't know what these peppers are, but here they are. They might be some more shishitos, but I'm not quite sure. Here's a nice one right here. Look at that one right there. Then we got some up here. That's off one plant. Then we're starting to get, I'm calling them the little booger bears. I don't know what these are. If anybody knows, tell me. I have a million of them on here. See these little teeny? I think those are the boquitos. I'm not sure. But whatever they are loaded. And I'm not going to pull any peppers until, well, those bigger ones back there, I might go on and pull those Saturday. And I'm going to go on and pull those banana peppers too. Okay, I got to put this down again because I have to use both hands to go. I'll be right back as soon as we get to the green beans. We're just about there. I just need to run over the water hose. And I'm going across the grass, so I don't want to lose. And this is the dangerous walker. Okay, but it's definitely going to be used for back here. Okay, you all have seen these green beans right here, but I have more. Here's some right here. And I saw some more inside of the plant. And then there's some green beans back there. And then there's some green beans on this one. Here's one right here. So they're coming on strong. So I'll get my bag. So I'm not buying any more green beans. There's no need to. I've done my supplication. Here's some right up here. Whole bunch of them. The potatoes kind of surprised me because I had some small ones that I didn't think was going to do anything. And my smaller plants are starting to catch up with the bigger plants. I did get out here with the hoe and the rake, and I loosened up the soil because they said you'll get more potatoes if the soil is loose, and the rain had packed it down. So I loosened up the soil underneath the hay, and I loosened up the hay. That was earlier, and everything is kind of wet, but the potatoes are looking good. Yep, so there they are. Okay, let's make our way into the house. Well, we can do this. Look at the banana peppers, y'all. There's 2, and then we have 5. They're getting bigger, so I'm gonna leave them on a little longer. And we got some at the top, and we got more blooms. Oh, I don't know what kind of pepper this is, but that's from that little plant that I stuck in there. So there's a pepper coming on that one. So we're gonna just leave them. Oh, I see tomatoes. I see one. Oh, wait, we got to go on the stage now, y'all. Because those just came, so we got to go investigate. Okay, let's get the walker. And because this walker is so light, a bee. Okay, let me show y'all what I just saw, y'all. First of all, let's inspect this pepper. Looking good. He looks like he might be a candy cane because I see that stripe there. I'm hoping, because I have a feeling Sherry ain't giving me a darn thing when those peppers come, especially when she see the stripes. Now, you all have seen this tomato a million times, and there's some more, but here is what hasn't even produced. And me bringing the tomatoes out of the greenhouse is a huge success. Okay, let's come over here. First of all, here's one right here. There's a tomato. Okay, this one. This is what I just saw from up top. There's one right there. Here's a tomato right here. So that's two, and I saw more than two on this plant. But now that I'm up here, I can't find them. But that's more than what I had. So look like I'm gonna get some tomatoes after all. May not be many. You live and learn. So I just learned that no, the tomatoes cannot stay in the greenhouse. You gotta get them out. Plant them out by July. Uh-oh. Okay. Oh yeah. That potato funk, as I call it. I was making sure that top was loose. This one's looking good too. Okay, let's get in the house. And excuse this back bedroom. When the guy came to deliver the walker, I wanted to make sure. I didn't know if he was gonna have me to walk with it or what. So I put my laundry, which I haven't folded yet. Well, yeah, it is folded. I haven't put it away yet. I put that on the back bed, and then I had to pull out clothes. Excuse me, y'all. I know I'm everywhere. I had to pull out something to wear to the doctor, so I didn't hang the clothes back up. Okay. Okay, so this will be by the door. I'll probably go back out there later one more time. And then when I close the door, the walker just goes behind the door. Okay, and then here's the clothes and all that. See that little green right there? That has come up since I cut that French tarragon. And I need to water the mint and the French tarragon. Okay, so the old walker, this is where I have it planted in the house. And I'll move it back when I go back there. Actually, what I do is, this is where I'm keeping it, right here in the hallway. That's what I've done. Now, meet the Cadillac. It's not a Cadillac yet, y'all. I still have to get, and I'm going to see if they take my Care credit card tomorrow. I have to get the Q module, C-U-E. And the Q module will go here, and then the wire will be run up here, and the Q module will be right here. And that is what gives me the sound and the laser light to help with my stepping and to keep me on beat. I haven't taken the stickers off yet. I have some stickers right here that says left and right. And then this is the press button. Now, this is the basket. Oh, I wanted to do a side-by-side. Well, that'll be for the other group. So I'm not going to do a side-by-side here. But anyway, the basket is smaller than the other one, but the seat is wider, which I like. And then if you unlock this, where it says press here to lock, this comes up and flips, and this is how you fold it. It is so easy to load in the car, you guys. I took it to the doctor today, no problems whatsoever. And when my neurologist saw it, he was like, oh, I can tell you like this. I was like, I most certainly do. And then you press it to lock it up. So the other one, you have to unscrew and all this stuff and tighten back up. You have to bend over. This requires no bending. Once I unlock the seat and lift up on it, and it's lighter than the other one. This one weighs 20 pounds. My other one weighs about 35 or 40 pounds. It's heavy. It was a struggle transporting my other walker. But it's a lot of features on the old walker that I like better than this one. For instance, the bar. The bar on the other walker is up high, so if you fall, it's going to catch you. This one, I guess it'll catch you, but I can see flipping over it if you're tall like myself. But I like it because when I sit on the seat, I can rest on it. And I am going to crochet me a little thing to go across it just to add a little comfort, you know, if I'm sitting down. I like that better. I like that I have a tension control on my wheels. So, and I tried it out. So I have it on loose right now, which means the walker will roll fast and roll better on carpet and stuff. But if I put it all the way up, then it's tight like a bike. Think of riding a 10-speed when you change the tension and you have to pedal harder to get the bike to go. So if I want to try to strengthen my arms or whatever, then I can tension it. I'll probably wind up with it in the middle, but while it's in the house, but I can just switch it at any time. So while in the house, I'm keeping it on loose because I'm going across carpet. But when I take it out, all I got to do is flick it up to the middle, and it flicks easily. In fact, there we go. Okay, it flicks easily. It's flicking tighter now, but it does flick easily. This thing right here, I thought it was a cane holder. No, nope. What it is, when you fold your walker up to put it in the car, this flops right around the pole, and then it locks into this right here. And when it locks into there, the walker will not open until you take that lever off, which is good. I mean, that was ingenious. Whoever thought of that? And then this one right here, I believe, is the cane holder. This steel is so solid. And my walker is actually a navy blue. It looks black, but it's a deep, deep, dark blue. And you can only see it once it's in the light. But I love the color of it. They put plastic over the front to protect it. Now that other one, I'm going to take it outside and get it cleaned up, because it's looking bad now that I'm looking at the new one. But this is it, you guys. And I should have set the phone up on the tripod so you can see me walk with it. I can stand up straight. I'm turning it around so you can see it. And this is the kind you have to press the brakes to make it move. You let go of the brakes to make it stop and stay into place. So this is the U step 2. Okay. And so this is how you lift it, and then it says lift here for fold, and that to fold rather. And you can lift it there, or you can lift it up here. I just lift it down here. And then on top of that, why you do not bend is because once you fold it and it folds up, there is a lever that you can grab hold to help you to lift it up into the car. I cannot see it now because I think it's down lower. And I'm not going to fold it up right now. But trust me when I say it's a lever that I just loved. And it allowed me to lift this right up. And like I said, it wasn't heavy or anything. It allowed me to lift it right up into the car. So I'm thankful. My insurance paid 100% for this walker. I didn't have to pay a penny. I just have to pay the $200. I can pay $259 for the red laser. And for $20 more, oh, and you got your little green things. Those are fluorescent. Oh, this is the lift right here. Either side. This is where you grab it. Once you fold it up, you grab that, and that's what helps you to lift it. Right here, this right here. And that's probably why they have these green things there to let you know that's what that's for. But I figured it out real fast. But anyway, the green is fluorescent, so if you're outside at night or whatever, it will glow in the dark. Glow yarn. That's what I can use for that, to make something for that handle. Some glow yarn. It just dawned on me. But anyway, regardless, I'm gonna bling this up. I'm gonna go get some handlebar streamers, or either I'm gonna make some out of my own yarn, and they have a digital horn. I'm gonna order that. That's $9 online. A digital horn. And then they have a battery run digital light as well. So I can put that on the front. And then my Q module will be down there. And then it'll come at the top of this handlebar right into the fold. Either the right or the left. I can choose whichever side. And I'll probably put it on the right, more than likely, since I'm right-handed. But anyway, I like my little Cadillac, so it'll be a show enough Cadillac once I get my once I get that Q module, and hopefully I can get it on my credit card on tomorrow, and then I'll have it by Monday. If not, I'll be waiting till the 3rd of the month. Yes, I'll be broke again, but I've got to get it. I need it for the ataxia. And like I said, the doctor, it wasn't the best of appointments. He's very concerned with my walking, and he's thinking it could be permanent. But he did prescribe, I have to have the MRI. That will be, he wants to try, excuse me, he wants to try this medication first that he called in. So I'll be picking that up tomorrow. And what it's designed for is to calm the nerves. He said, I can tell you, he said it will also decrease the pain. But he said, by the way you're describing your symptoms, he's like, it's from that T5 plaque that I have. He said, and then he said that T5 runs because I have a T7 also. He said the T7 is affecting me with the vertigo and stuff, which I've been dealing with for the past few days. So he called in some more medicine for that. And then he called in the medicine for the T5 plaque, which he said it will calm the nerves, and it's designed to stop the pain or provide pain relief, calm the nerves, and take away the inflammation. He's hoping that it works. He said if it works, he said I will feel a great improvement within the next week or so. So we shall see, how that works. If it doesn't work, November, I'm scheduled to see him again. He has me on a every 2-month, 2.5 month schedule. So I go in November, mid-November, to see him. And then at that point, he said if things haven't improved, he'll definitely, if he don't end up hospitalizing me, because I thought he was going to do that today, because that's the look he had on his face of concern. It kind of scared me because he's bubbly like myself. So we're usually real bubbly and everything. But now today wasn't one of those days. It was very serious. He got bubbly when I gave him the information, because I was like, okay, doctor, I was like, I suffered for the greater good for the rest of your patients. I said, because you thought that things went like they used to go, where you could just call the local DMV, which is Durable Medical Equipment Supplier, and get this walker. I said, nope. I said, I had to call the manufacturer. I said, it took a month before I can get all that squared away to find out where I could even get the walker. I said, and then the manufacturer told me who has the contract for the whole state of Michigan. I said, so here's the information. So he had Tashita. Well, I talked about her on the other channel. So for those of you who aren't there, anyway, that's her name. But he had her to copy this. And so he told her, this is how it's done. And then what I wrote on there, I wrote what all you have to do. And then I wrote that you must provide those chart notes and the diagnostic codes. And then I wrote the number and how you can get the U-step walker. So now the rest of his patients will not go through what I went through to get mine. But I thank God to have it. I thank God that it was paid for 100%. I don't owe a penny. I'll just have to pay for the Q module, and that's it. And technically, I should have been having to pay for the basket, but he left it on there, and I didn't say a word, because it comes with the seat, but it does not come with the basket. And the basket is $70 if you want to order it. And so when he left, I noticed the basket was there. I was like, he didn't take it, so hey, it's mine now. So I saved $70 there, but but that Q module wasn't there. I was looking for that, because had that been there, I would have not said anything there either. And so you can lock the basket in. I just did it, so that way you can't lift it. So I like it. I really like this thing. Okay, let's move on, because wait, there's something else I had to say, and then on to the last thing. Wait a minute. It's gonna come to me. Okay. Wait a minute. The basket, the neurology appointment, it was something else. And I was just getting ready to talk about it. Oh, here it comes, y'all. Good news, good news. I got an email from Emily from the Grow Club on yesterday. In fact, they had a 6 o'clock meeting at at one of the houses for, it's a gardening class. I just can't go, y'all. I'm done with that for now. But I am participating. We are writing a cookbook, you guys, and it will be sold locally. So if you're interested in one, hey, y'all can always purchase one through me and I'll just buy it, because it's not going to be like online or for orders or anything, but definitely I can purchase it. I can purchase it. So if any of you, and so what we are doing, the Grow Club, those participating, and I am participating, we can submit recipes, but the recipe has to be from the garden, something that you have grown yourself. So y'all know what I'm submitting. I am submitting the pepper powder recipe, and I'm also submitting the for the squash flowers and squash leaves, stuffed squash flowers and squash leaves recipe. So I have until the 8th to get that submitted. So I've already written it in my book on today. So I just have to get it typed out and sent to Emily as soon as I'm done with it. So I've already done it. I just need to type it out. Okay, so that's the great news, you guys. So we're coming up with our Growing Pontiac cookbook, and it's going to be to raise funds for Growing Pontiac. And I think that was an excellent, whoever came up with that idea. Oh, and I'm going to text Emily later this evening. I'm going to ask her if I can, because she said something out of the garden, but because this is homemade and it has to do with gardening and stuff, I'm going to see if she'll allow me to do the vanilla, recipe. And it would just be telling them what type of vanilla to get, the 3 different liquors they can use, and to extract, how long it will take, and the measurements, because you have to do it by FDA standards when you're doing it. So I already know for the pint, you need 10 beans. For the quart, you need about 15 to 20. And you cut them. I cut my beans in half so that it seems to be more. So that's why it looks like I have a whole bunch, but I usually go by the FDA standard, and it works well. It extracts, and I think people would like that. A lot of people, I had a lady to ask me in Value World when I was there last week. We were in that long line, and I was telling her, that I make vanilla, and she was like, I didn't know you can make it. And I'm thinking, oh, Lord, here we go. So I told her, how it's done and everything, and she was like, are you selling it? I was like, I might sell some. I was like, but I don't have, a big batch or anything. So nope, I ain't getting into that. But okay, last but not least, because I'm rambling, and let's see where we're at here. Ooh, we're almost at 30 minutes. I went to Pelly's on today because I wanted to see if the Italianelles were there. And since I got paid, well, they had banana peppers, and this is the last batch, she told me. And, it was plenty. It was plenty. So I bought $10 worth, which gave me 15 peppers. And it looks like a lot. And you could tell they winding down because the peppers are starting to look kind of rugged, but they're still fresh and everything. So I got these, and y'all know I'm going to get these done. I'm going to cut them today, get these dehydrated overnight. They will be done tomorrow. That's a bonus batch. Plus, I'll be giving away some to someone. So anyway, this will help with that. But anyway, this is the bonus batch. And then Saturday is when I'll be getting down. And I'm still waiting on the Italianelle. They haven't came in yet. But another pepper came in that I never heard of, which is a sweet pepper. And the owner was there, the owner's wife, the farmer's wife. She was there today. And I was like, well, tell me, what are these? I see sweet pepper. And I was like, I've never heard of these. She said, girl, she was like, oh, you want that one? She's like, this is the best pepper, one of the best ones out there. She's like, people like them better than banana pepper. She was like, we just put them out today. She's like, and they will be gone this evening. She was like, and we don't have any more coming. She was like, so if you want to try them, you better get them now. I was like, you don't have to tell me twice. I'm greedy. So here it is, you guys. Here's one of them. It is called the Romanian sweet pepper. And tell me if you've tried a Romanian sweet pepper. Oh, believe me, I'm eating one tonight. I stopped and got some chicken for dinner because I don't feel like cooking. So I bought $10 worth of these because my budget was the $20. So, yep, so I spent $20 at Pelly's. But anyway, I'm having a chicken, a salad, and I'm going to cut one of these Romanian peppers. I saw a video of a taste test there on YouTube. And the guy, he had never tasted one before. He loved it. He was like, oh, I put this in the top 10 of my top 10 peppers. But anyway, this is probably the one I'll do. But it smells sweet. And so I asked the farmer's wife, I was like, so how do it taste? She said they are exceptionally sweet. She said they're sweeter than the banana pepper. And the Pelly's banana peppers are super sweet. I was telling y'all that the other day. Even with the powder, I could taste it. I could taste the sweetness then. And then I ate one. And I was like, ooh, this is the sweetest banana pepper. Because, you know, banana pepper usually give you a zip. But not only did I get the zip, I got a zip of sweetness too with it. I really liked it, especially those redder ones. And they didn't have, this one was about to turn, but the rest of them are green. But that's okay. But anyway, these had some red ones in them. So I grabbed every one that I saw that was red. And then from there, I grabbed the biggest one. So I got $10 worth. So I guess, I don't know if I want to do these by themselves because this is the last batch of them. Or do I want to mix them with the banana pepper? Because she said they pair well with the banana and Italian ale. She said to me, it's almost like a cross between the two. She was like, if you like those, you're going to definitely like these. She's like, but to me, these are better. And you know, like I said, she told me, she was like, people have been asking about these. She said, we did a crop, but we didn't do too many. She said, but she was like, we told them that they'll be in sometime this week. And I happened to go early because the man brought my walker at like 9:30. So when he left at about 10, I said, let me zip the Pellies right now, you know, because they're, you know, they open at 9. I was like, while people are at work. And that's how I got a hold to these. Now, there were a lot left, but it's just one batch. Because they bring it in the big box. I mean, this big giant box. So that box was full. And then they take them from the box and put them in the smaller baskets on the thing. So I got the ones, I cleaned out that basket. But when I saw the box underneath, I knew that there was enough for everybody. So, no, I didn't buy them all. And then these... they're on the last batch. There was still some in the box, and I looked down there to see if I would see any red peppers, and I didn't. In fact, the peppers in the box look worse than these. So I just got these. And so, like I said, I'm going to do these Romanian peppers. I believe the amount that I have will probably give me a half pint. And then I'll try them out, and I'm probably going to regret it. And then I thought about maybe mixing them with some of the banana peppers or mixing them with the Italian ale. I'm going to see. When I taste one tonight, that's going to let me know. I have 15, so I'll be dehydrating 14 because I'm eating one tonight. So I will know exactly how I'm going to do these Romanian peppers. Okay, so that's it, you guys. I've gone over 30 minutes. So I just wanted to tell you about it. And that's not even all of them, you guys. I still have some here in the bag. But I bought a total of 15 for $10 worth. So, like I said, now Saturday, I will be going to the farmer's market. And I'll be getting my... And hopefully, I'm hoping, and I'm going to ask ahead of time when I go to the little EBT office to get my coupons or my tokens or whatever she call them. I'm going to ask, is that for everybody? You know, all the edibles, or do some of them don't take them? Because I don't want to be embarrassed with my tokens. So hopefully the honey man takes the tokens, because if he do, oh yeah, I'm getting down. So I have saved just for being able to buy at the farmer's market. So I've got a nice little budget there. Definitely, I will be getting the herbs. Oh, they had every herb, including saffron. So I'll be getting the herbs. And then as far as the peppers, depending on how much banana peppers, if this gives me quite a bit, because I've got some, they're waiting to be processed in the processor. So this might take me over the top. So we'll see. So I may not buy, even if I do have to buy banana peppers, it won't be as many. And so if I don't have to buy any at all, then that's fine. Then I'll see, you know, and I'll go and look for the shepherd's peppers. And then that'll be it. You know, that'll be it. But the honey is what I'm concentrating on. And the herbs. Those are my two main purchases for Saturday. And then peppers will be the bonus. Okay, I'm off of here, you guys, because I have talked too long. But anyway, slap me 5 on the Cadillac, you guys. I'm very happy for this. And so I will talk to you guys later. And may God bless you all. Bye-bye. And keep me in your prayers because I really don't know how this MS thing is going to go. So I'm going to let Sherry know, okay, it's time to get that wheelchair out just in case. Because he said it's not getting any better. And he said it may not improve. We'll see. And that could lead to me going into a wheelchair easily. Because he said if that plaque doesn't start healing up, and he said then it has to scar, which is the sclerosis. Right now it's active, which is the multiple. I have multiple active lesions, and sclerosis is once the lesion or plaque. I use the word interchangeably because they're the same. Either lesion, Lesion, or plaque, Plaque. So right now I have the active plaques on my spine, and they have to heal over, and then that's when they scar. And when they scar, then that lets you know how much permanent damage you may have. And so he doesn't know if it's going to be permanent, but when I get that next MRI, he'll know, if more have opened up or if it's, healed or what. Yeah, the only way he'll know is by looking, but insurance with the MRIs, if I'm hospitalized, then I can get one, but when you're not hospitalized, then they pay every 6 months. So that's why he's waiting until November. And then of course he said if I get worse or if anything changes, which it hasn't, it feels the same. You just get tired, So he said if anything changes, of course, get to the hospital, and then of course it would be done earlier. But for now, I feel I can press on, especially with the walker. I don't feel any pain or anything when I'm using the walker. It's only when I'm standing up without the walker. Even with the cane, I feel the pain. I don't feel it while I'm driving. Sometimes I feel it while I'm sitting, but for the most part, I don't, as long as I'm off my feet. So he wants me off my feet, and he wants me to use the walker at all times. He said don't even bother with the cane. So even when I go to Myers and stuff, I have to take the walker in and leave it up front. The greeter will watch it for you. Yeah, I'm still not. I might get me a little lock for mine. I'm sorry. Somebody could come in there and walk out with it. Yep, especially if they know about the U-step too. So I'm just going to get me a little, that's going to be my first purchase. I'm gonna probably go to Home Depot tomorrow and get me a lock and a little, thing a little lock thing. I think I need to invest in that. I can run it from this to that and then chain it to the pole that's there, because it is a pole where you can park, where the scooters go and stuff. It's like a pole. So I'll just lock it up. Yeah, when I take it in there. At Myers or anywhere else I go, it will be under lock and key. And then I'll ride the scooter, the motorized scooter, and then get my walker once I leave. Alrighty, you guys. So I will talk to you later, and may God bless you all. Like I said, keep me in your prayer. Bye-bye.